Hey, this refresh to the sunscreen was a game changer for me, and it made this my everyday sunscreen, so I want to show you which one I'm talking about. And you're probably familiar with the old one, the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel. This was formulated in 2020, and I used it, back then and on and off, but when they refresh in 2023, it just took it to a whole new level and it became my everyday sunscreen. So this refresh versus the old one. Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna explain why that is, and there's only really two key differences that has made this my everyday sunscreen, and I'm gonna try it as well. So to start off, this is what my skin is looking like this morning. So it's kind of a little dewy already, and I don't have anything on, I just woke up. So anyway, that'll be useful for when I actually have this on, but let's just open it. And the only real difference in the packaging, and for those of you who don't know, Japanese sunscreens usually get reformulated every few years, which is generally their shelf life. So they get reformulated and also repackaged. This one, the packaging is very slightly different. You can see on the newest version, the lettering for the UV Super Moisture Gel is in cursive. And that's really the only difference. So that's what you gotta look out for this, but it's an SPF 50+, PA+++++, which is the same as the last version. The big difference for me is this. Okay, so they added Uvinol A+ to their ingredient list, which is a UVA specific sunscreen ingredients, whereas before they only had octinoxate, tinosorb S, and Uvinol T150. To me, even though the PA rating is the same between the two, the fact that they added a dedicated UVA sunscreen ingredient is something that makes me want to wear this every single day, because I'm actually more concerned about UVA than UVB. UVA is the longer wavelength form of ultraviolet radiation. The second thing, they have a water resistant rating on this, which from what I can find is 2-star rating of 80 minutes. Whereas before, I think that it was said that it was resistant to water and sweat, but there wasn't a rating. So because the sunscreen is so lightweight and feels like you're not wearing anything, that to me is huge, because all of the other waterproof or water resistant sunscreens that I've worn have felt really heavy and just unpleasant to wear throughout the day. But this feels like you're not wearing anything. The great thing is the formulation is very similar. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels pretty much exactly the same as the old one. If anything, it feels maybe a little bit more hydrating. You really can't tell that you're wearing it. And I love that aspect of it. Even sunscreens that aren't water resistant, I can feel them on my skin, and it's just something that I don't want to wear every day, but the best sunscreen is the one that you're going to wear every day. And for me, it's this one. I got this on Amazon. I think, obviously you can find it from third-party retailers online, so I'll link it where I can find it, but I did get it on Amazon, and I've reordered it multiple times as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it. Why hold off on that? It has a runny consistency, and it does have denatured alcohol, so it has that distinct alcohol sense. So some of you might not like that, but it disappears really fast, and it also helps it to really evaporate or kind of set more quickly, in my opinion. So the great thing about it is that it's just a hassle-free sunscreen. You don't even really have to look in the mirror. You can just apply it and be pretty sure that it's going to create a nice cohesive film on the face. When you apply it, it definitely feels hydrating. It feels like a moisturizer. It feels like it's bringing a lot of water to the skin. The other thing I love about this sunscreen, and it was the same for the other one, is that it doesn't burn the eyes throughout the day. And I've been finding it really hard to find sunscreens that don't irritate my eyes, because the ingredients, like, they just are not irritating. And so even when I'm wearing some other sunscreen, I'll often just take this and put it around my eyes. Can't forget the ears. I usually don't even have to reapply sunscreen throughout the day because I don't go out for that long. This one does reapply very well. Since you're gonna ask, no, it doesn't pill. It's just very easy to use. So this is what it looks like right after. So it's a little dewy. It's, you know, has a satin finish and it kind of subsides over time. I don't mind personally, and my skin's not particularly oily to start off with. So it does provide just like, you know, a dewy look a little bit. But again, it subsides over time, so we'll kind of take a look at that. But yeah, I love it. I love this sunscreen. The fact that it has the 80-minute waterproof rating also gives me some reassurance when I go out and don't have to feel like I need to reapply it, because sweating isn't going to break it up as much as a non-water resistant sunscreen. So that's like a definite plus. I guess I'll wait to let it set up a little bit, since it's still, you generally should wait like 15 minutes to let it set up. I'm going to keep buying this. I'm going to keep using it until they do the next refresh. It's been 15 minutes, so this is what it's looking like. So let me know what you think. I personally love it. Let me know if you've tried it, tried the old one or the reformulated one. How often do you use it? Are you going to try it? Or which sunscreen is your favorite sunscreen that you wear every day? Let me know. All right, see you later.